S-W-A-B, S-H-O-B, it's a Swap Shop! Swap Shop.
Hello, very good morning. Welcome to Swap Shop. There's love in the air. Look, a heart on the front of the desk. Looks like some bumper on a Dodgem, really, doesn't it? And we have lots and lots of Valentine's cards distributed around the walls here, brightening the place up no end. Thank you very much indeed to everyone who's sent them in. We have, of course, a Valentine's competition for you today, and we will be awarding our heart-shaped cake later on in the programme. We've got a very special judge who's going to do all the judging. There's been some quite funny ones. I do like this one. Where's this come from? This is from Linda Davies of Chorley. We broke the Valentine's rule, really, because they're meant to be anonymous, but, of course, you can't run a competition if you don't know who's sending them in. To a nut from a nut, let's get cracking. I thought that was good. I'll go through some of the others later in the programme. From King's Lynn in Norfolk, I've heard from Ian Shafto, who's 5 3/4. And he says, you've had some very funny pens on your programme, and I thought you'd like this one. And he sent me an egg pen. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Now, there must be a joke there, and I can't think of... Or a yolk there. I can't think of... Oh, for whiting. No. I'm sure we'll think of something better as we go on. P.S. I think you look OK in your scruffy jeans. Thank you very much, Ian. Thank you. Last week, somebody complained about my scruffy jeans. I'm not wearing them this week. Fiona Graham, aged 11, is in Hartley, near Dartford in Kent. And she sent a most amazing thing here. Have a look at this. It's a squirm, you see, and this is a diagram of how the squirm works. The idea is this is your arm, and here's the hand that would be pulling the squirm, and then the squirm goes up and down the sort of thing like that. Now, here's the squirm, and the directions are... let's see, we made them at school to raise money for the music fund. You put it on your arm, you stroke it quite hard and see what happens. Well, all I do, if I do that, it just runs up and down my arm. Presumably, you've got to do it on some material or something. I'll try it with John Craven later. He's the kind of... Oh, it just falls apart. He's the kind of guy who knows about things like stroking squirms. And Teresa Allen, who's aged 10, says, when you were little, did you... I still am. Did you ever get your own way at school? No. Nobody... I went back to my old school and nobody remembered I'd ever been there. And did you ever get easy sums? Teresa used to hate sums. I absolutely detested sums. And of all the houses you lived in when you were little, what was the best house? 62 Ewelhurst Road, Clay Hall, Ilford, where I lived there for 9 years. So all go round and stand in front of it and go... No, don't do that, otherwise I could get into a lot of trouble. Let's find out where the road show has ended up this week. That looks very exotic, doesn't it?
Yes, it does look extremely exotic. It's jolly nice here, Maggie.
Just having a few problems with the heat, that's the one thing.
How's the old food doing?
Oh, carry up.
I'm doing as fast as I can. Oh, look, poppadom.
And Mommodom too.
Look, we're not going to fool with this, are we? It does look jolly nice where we are this morning, but let me tell you, we're nowhere near the Taj Mahal. We're not in Bombay. We're actually near Eastbourne today, because this morning we're in Brighton, and we're right outside the Brighton Pavilion.
In fact, I'm quite familiar with all of this area because a couple of years ago I took my first helicopter flying lessons from the nearby Shoreham Airport. And as you can probably tell from the fact that most of Brighton and the pavilion are still standing, I did give up after just a few lessons.
Good thing, really, wasn't it?
Anyway, more about the pavilion later. Meanwhile, if you're wondering exactly where we are and how to get to exactly where you are, here's someone with the details.
Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay! Hey, hey! The Swap Shop Roadshow is in the Royal Pavilion Gardens in Brighton town today. So bring your swaps without delay. The Pavilion Gardens are behind the old Steen. A Brighton-bound bus will get you here, except the 6 and 16. Oh, yay!
Superb. Well done, George. Do you get much call for this sort of thing?
Yes, I do, and I find it most interesting. Fates and antique collection, you know.
They keep you quite busy.
Oh, really busy. And I like it.
Something I was wondering is whether you have any problems with particular words. I mean, speaking personally, I know that Keith has problems with things like "this round's on me" or "tell you what, I'll pay for the coffees."
Do you get any problems?
Seriously.
Well, I do really. I do sometimes, you know. But if there is a word there, then I have to think all about it. But now, today, coming here, getting that word swap shop, you know, around my tongue. It was, you know, awkward. Very
Swap
awkward.
shop!
Yes,
I'll have a go.
Go on.
Swap shop!
Oh, yeah,
Very good.
yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
like you're singing, really. Anyway, don't forget
Good.
where we are this morning. We are in Brighton. If you want to join us, you're more than welcome to do. This morning, we're on the west lawn of the Royal Brighton Pavilion Estate. There's the address. If you want to join us, please do. Lots of buses running locally. As George said, the only buses that don't are the 6 and the 16. So if you get on there, you'll never make it this morning. 40 buses. I don't think you have any problems. Busy morning ahead of us. If you fancy having a go at juggling, well, this morning, we've got with us 2 members of the Polka Dot Theatre to show you how. We've got Miriam King and we've also got Charles Delius. So if you fancy trying your hand at juggling, you can here this morning. As usual, busy morning. Hey, how about having a go at football? Because, look at that. With us this morning, from Brighton Hove Albion, we've got Michael Robertson to show you how and give you a bit of advice today.
And there's some good news for any Adamant fans in Brighton, because if you fancy coming down here this morning dressed up in all of your Adamant gear, you'll find yourself involved in an Adamant lookalike competition. And don't worry too much about getting the makeup dead right, because we've also got local actress Rosie Gibb down, and she's going to be giving you a few tips on how to achieve that very distinctive Adamant look. Come down and join in. And if you're a swimmer, come down because there's a chance to meet gold medalist Duncan Goodhue.
Yes, music-wise, we've also got Pookie Snackenberg. A funny name, that, isn't
It
it?
is very odd.
They're buskers who live locally. Anyway, to look after you in style as per normal, we've got Jarton and Pats. Yes, Patsy, our good old Wonder Woman, and sing-songwriter. That's Jart Carbuncle. Yes.
And don't panic about coming down, because Jarton will not be singing this morning. You're perfectly safe.
Good job you can't hear us, really, isn't it? Don't forget where we are. We're on the west lawn of Brighton Pavilion down here today. It's a bit wet, so put your bobble hats on, anoraks and wellies, and you'll be in good form, I think, don't you?
Yes. And actually, Noel, I don't know whether you can hear me, but when we heard you this earlier, a few minutes ago, it wasn't music in our ears, it was reverse music in our ears, because we've got a new kind of sound, haven't
Yes,
we?
it means we can actually hear you better. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you brilliantly.
Oh,
Yes.
don't shout, don't
Oh.
shout.
It's reverse
Yes,
music.
this
you
is
see.
reverse music, you know.
Does this mean that it could be the end of the finger in the ear all the way through
Oh,
the program?
yes, it's absolutely
Well-
crystal clear. It's brilliant.
All right, thank you very much too. We'll go back to Brighton in just a little while. Good to know that my advice at the end of last week's programme that Jarton should have his tongue removed, that was actually held to. And don't forget that if you're going along to the OB, make sure that whatever you take for a swap, make sure that it's yours, make sure it's complete. What are you laughing at? There's a lot of kleptomaniacs out there. And also, do please mind how you go. Tell someone that you're going there. If you're not going to the roadshow, if you're just going to stay at home and put your feet up, what a good idea. Here's a rundown of some of the things we've got lined up on today's Swap. His multi-talented Richard Stilgoes will be singing a song about today's programme, and one of them will take your call.
Still stay alive, but in the presentation case it's 125. Razor blades, your prices leave me raving. No thanks, I'll stay clean shaven.
Lulu will be here just after 11 to have a telephone chat.
I don't pretend to know the future. But if you feel it half as much when your body touches me.
And lots more music too. Secret Affair will be singing their latest single. There we go. A lot of things coming up in the programme, and of course we'll be awarding our special Valentine cake to somebody. Thanks again for all the ones that you've been sending in. I do like this one. I can't thank anybody for it because somehow we've managed to lose the name and address, or maybe it wasn't actually on it in the first place. I'm sweet on you, it says, and there's a sweet stuck. And then, well, come on, it's fairly inventive. And then on the inside it says, don't crack up, be my Valentine. And there's an egg cracking. And don't break my heart, Swap Shop is dynamite. What amused me about it is I thought the sweet was a toffee. And then I looked again, it's a cough sweet. Now that's not very romantic, is it? And this is quite nice. Look at this. Recognise the colours? No, it's not Aston Villa, it's West Ham. I wish you were a West Ham scarf to hang around my neck, then every time I put you on, an extra hug I'd get. And that comes from Kerry Mitchell, who's at Stafford Road, Forest Gate, London. Kerry, have a happy St Valentine's Day tomorrow. I've got somebody on the phone here, I wonder who it is. Is it Sharon O'Sullivan?
Yes.
Hello, Sharon, good morning, where are you?
London.
Aren't you sure?
Yeah.
You sound rather confused. Which part of London?
Neasden.
Neasden?
Yes.
Oh, I like Neasden. It's a silly name, isn't it? Yes, fine. What can I do for you?
I'd like to ask you a quick trick question.
A quick trick question. What is it?
If you have 30 cakes, can you share them equally among 2 fathers and 2 sons?
If you have 30 cakes,
Yes.
can you share them equally between 2 fathers and 2 sons?
Yes.
Do you mean without cutting up the cakes?
Yes, they have to be all full.
They have to be complete?
Yes.
Well, I've no doubt that everybody watching at this moment is going, that's easy, that is so easy. I can't, you've completely baffled me. 30 cakes, they must remain complete, and can you share them equally between 2 fathers and 2 sons? 2 fathers. This is something about 2 fathers. One of the sons has got the same father. I don't know. I've no idea. What's the answer?
There's a grandfather, a father, and his son.
Oh, very good. And they get 10 each.
Yes.
Oh, isn't that clever? I hate people like you. Go away. Sharon, I'm going to send you a Swap Shop mug for that, because I thought that was quite good. Anyone here think it was quite good? Oh, you went down a bomb here. Thanks very much, Sharon. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye.
She made me hungry talking about cakes and things. Right, now here's an impossibility. Absolute impossibility. With this lot singing, how on earth can that lion get any sleep tonight? Well, a lion can sleep through that. It's dead, I think. Call a vet. Gerald Gillies.
Hello?
Hello, is it Gillies?
Yes, Gilly.
Hello, Gerald. Where are you?
I'm at Hartlepool.
You where?
Hartlepool.
Hartlepool.
Yeah.
Good morning to you. What can I do for you?
I'd like to make a soft, please.
Yes, certainly. What's it like in Hartlepool? Is it very windy and unpleasant?
Well, it's windy and dull and everything.
Yeah. Not a good day. Good day for staying in and swapping things. What are you offering?
A pair of stereo headphones
Pair of stereo headphones.
for anything to do with the rock band Queen.
Excuse me just a moment, Gerald. Do be quiet!
Sorry, silly.
Sorry.
You wouldn't like this, would you?
Craven's playing with a little toy. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Swap with this.
What would you hope to get, Gerald?
For anything to do with Queen, the rock band.
Anything to do with Queen?
No.
Yeah.
Can we have Queen in the programme, please?
Right. That request is noted.
Anything, because you keep putting Adamant on all the time, and we want Queen. We want Freddie Mercury in the programme.
All right, you've made your point, Gerald. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you,
Right.
thank you for putting it so politely. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And John has got a rather super little thing. Just before we mention this toy that he's playing with, or this game, Sarah Pilcher, who's at St Richard's Road, Deal in Kent, has sent me this Valentine, which she's done rather well, because she's actually stuck it on a cardboard plate. And it says behind it, "I love you, Valentine. I think you're great. When you make such tasty cakes, please put a piece upon this plate." Well, she's only 10. And, well, I'm on your side. Dear me. Tracy Ann and Kirsty Gordon of Dalgety Bay in Fife. The cake today, just in case you wonder why we're talking about cakes, we're giving one away, a heart-shaped one, in the competition. The cake today looked very nice with all its multicoloured ice, but John behind it looked divine. We'd like him for our Valentine.
Oh.
His lovely smile and sparkling eyes. Sparkling eyes? God dear, look at the red lines. Brings forth from Mum such lovely sighs, but she has Dad and so must pine if John will be our Valentine.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, how nice.
Right.
Thank you.
How are you getting on with this?
Well, it's very frustrating, isn't it?
This is Hungarian rings. That's what the game is called. And as you can
Gets you
see,
into Hungarian stew.
I think even if you're watching in black and white, you can detect that they are in fact 4 different shades here. There's a black, and there's a sort of a red, and there's a blue and a yellow, and that is how you're meant to end up.
And this is how you start.
And where are you at? You're at it all.
You've got to try and
scrunched up.
all scrunched up, yeah.
Now, if John demonstrates, the idea you see is that the 2 rings move round.
Yes.
And just when you think
You've got
a
little-
perfect row of colours,
things go wrong.
they get all the way round the circle, and as you move the other ring, it whips them out again.
This is Hungarian, is it?
It's not very easy
Mr.
to explain.
Ruby was from Hungary as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, the funny
Must be
lot.
Something about the
Yeah,
Hungarians.
must be something in the water. So I'd really like to just leave mine like this, but this is going to be a prize. We are giving away Total Frustration this morning on the Swap Shop. That is one of the prizes we have in one of our competitions coming up in a little while. We'll continue to play around with them and try and make sense of the Hungarian rings while you return to Brighton.
Thank you, Noel. Welcome back to Brighton, where we're on the West Lawn this morning. Very posh location. The Royal West Brighton Pavilion Estate. That's where we are this morning, if you want to join us. Actually, I came to Brighton must be about 12 months ago now, and as like everybody else, went paddling in the sea and got water, as usual, in my wellies. Actually, it's just a good link, really, because if I did have water in my shoes today, I'd be able to find it with this. It's a dowser, a hazel twig, which I hear has been around for hundreds of years, which enables people to find water buried hundreds of feet below the earth without actually digging it up. Well, I'm not too good at it, but we found a guy who puts it regularly into practice, and that's Len Poulton. Good morning, Len.
Morning, Keith.
Have we found anything this morning?
Yes, it's right here.
What's that mean, then?
Well, that means there's a subterranean stream there.
Right. As I say, water divining's been around for hundreds of years, hasn't it?
Well, thousands, actually. From paintings found in caves in Sicily, North Africa, they dated 6,000 years BC.
How reliable is it?
Oh, it's 100%.
Do you get much call for it, then?
It all depends on the summer. If you get a very dry summer, yes, may get it for factories or even brewery farmers.
Do you ever find people treat you as a bit of a crank?
Well, they often call me a nutcase, yes. That may be right.
Well, for people who are watching, can anybody do it?
Oh, yes, a lot of people can do it. But I'm fortunate in so much that I've had this very, very strong pull.
What's that mean?
Well, when I get over water, the rod will go down very, very tight that I can't hold it at all. It will take the skin off my hands.
Right. Well, let's explain to people, if they want to have a go at it, how do I start about doing it, Len?
Well, there's several methods of holding. I hold it the way that suits me best, but the way I hold it is like that.
Right.
I use hazel. You can use any type of wood.
You can use anything?
But I prefer hazel because it's the old traditional method, and I find the wood is more resilient than any other type of wood. Lasts longer.
Right.
And you just hold it like that.
Yes.
Elbows into the side.
Yes.
And walk slowly forward, keeping that just down to that.
So I'll take a few steps back and have a go. Right.
Yes.
Let's see if I can find water. I don't think the vibes are... You found it.
Yes.
You use other methods as well, don't you?
Yes, if you could hold that for me.
Yeah, certainly. What's this one you're going to use now?
Just, this is an old coat hanger.
Just an ordinary coat hanger?
Yes.
What does that mean?
That means I'm over the centre of the stream.
Gosh. Have you ever been wrong?
Never, no.
Never at all?
No, not finding natural water, I've never been wrong.
Right. How long have you had this talent, then?
64 years.
Gosh, and you're still using it today?
Yes, yes.
So, there you go. All you need is a hazel twig shaped like that if you want to find water at home. Actually, if you fancy coming down and having a go, you can as well. Thank you very much, Len.
Thank you, Keith.
Meanwhile, Maggie.
Yeah, I think that's really quite sort of fascinating. I had a little go at that yesterday, but I couldn't do it either. I don't suppose my chemistry's right or something. Anyway, time for a little bit of history and culture. If you've ever been to Brighton, there's probably 2 things that would stick in your mind. That's the Brighton Pier and the Brighton Pavilion. And seeing as how we're standing right outside it, we thought we might as well tell you a little bit about it. And to help us, we got Vicky and Adrian. Now, there's one thing I do know, and that's that it was commissioned by the Prince of Wales.
Oh yes, he had it built in 1787, and the fellas above are his emblem today.
Right. Now, there's 2 things that puzzle me about the building. Firstly, why it was built in Brighton, and then why it looks the way it does.
Well, it was built in Brighton because a doctor called Richard Russell wrote a book saying that salt water and the sea air were very good for you, and the Prince Regent had bad neck glands. So he asked an architect called Henry Holland to build him a classical villa, but in Brighton.
Right. Now, the building behind us isn't the work of Henry Holland, though, is it?
Well, no. Around 1802 to 1815, the pavilion was redesigned by an architect called John Nash, and that's how it is today.
And something that really intrigues me is that I think I'm right in saying that John Nash also built or designed Buckingham Palace. I wonder what the Queen would have thought if Buckingham Palace had turned out like the Brighton Pavilion. Anyway, how about those two buildings over there?
Well, the one with the big dome is now called the Dome Theatre and was originally the Prince's Royal Riding Stables.
Oh yes, that's it there, isn't it? Yes. I wonder how many horses he had. Obviously very, very sort of keen on riding. Have you ever been to any of the performances in the Dome Theatre?
Yes, I've been to quite a few concerts there.
Right.
And the other building,
The one next to it?
one next to it, is now called the Corn Exchange
Right.
and was originally the Prince's Royal Riding School, where he could ride and train his horses before.
So on a day like today, you wouldn't have had to go out riding in the rain and things like that. You could have been nice and cosy inside. Well, thanks very much, Vic and Adrian, for all your work, all your sort of research and things. And now, Keith, with something different.
Hey, thank you very much, Maggie. Just concentrating, actually, having a go at juggling this morning. I don't seem to be doing too well at it, but if you fancy learning how to juggle, you can do this morning, because with us from the Polka Dot Theatre, we've got Charles Delius and Miriam King. I'm hopeless. I shall give up. Dear me. How long would it take me to learn to juggle so well like you two?
Well, I've been juggling for about 4 days.
Is that all?
Yeah, 4 days.
I don't believe it.
Many hours of practice.
Right. That is incredible. Do you think people will be able to juggle by the time they leave here this morning?
Hopefully, if they put a lot of effort into it,
Right.
yeah, they should be able to.
What type of things are you going to do for us this morning, then?
Well, we're just going to do a bit of a juggling display with these two people down here, and we're going to see if we can get some other children involved and perhaps try and teach a few people how to do some juggling.
Well, this is just one of your many talents. Apart from juggling, what else do you do at the Polka Dot Theatre?
Well, we go around lots of homes, children's homes and things like that, and we do a lot of music and singing and...
With dancing and sketches, juggling.
and comedy
again.
acts.
Do you involve the audience much, then?
Yeah, yeah, if they want to, they can join in singing with us in sketches, juggling competitions, things like that.
At the moment, with the winter going on, is the theatre a little bit quiet?
Well, it's okay around the Christmas area, you know, because a lot of people sort of want things for Christmas, but then just over into sort of January and February, it gets a bit quieter.
Well, what can we see there now?
At the moment,
Yeah.
Well, we're still doing our act for the old people's homes, which is old-time songs and things like that.
And we also do children's parties as
Yes,
well.
Yes, that's right.
Well, Noel knows a few old songs, I can tell you that. He'd be apt for that. We'll be back here in a little while. If you fancy having a go at juggling, come down this morning. I'm sure these two expert people will show you how. See you back here in a mo, Noel.
Thank you very much. Ignore that cutting comment at the end there. Now, this, of course, is Crufts weekend, and the Chinese have got their Year of the Dog, so there's a canine atmosphere around the place. And who doesn't like Snoopy? Snoopy is a friend of everybody, and we've got sort of like a giant Snoopy swap, really. We've got some Woodstock soap. Scrub yourself with Woodstock. Lucy soap. And also bath salts, Snoopy bath salts, and a talc and soap set, so you can smell really quite nice by the end of it. And, oh, doesn't he look nice with these dungarees on? Our Snoopy prize coming up in a moment to somebody. I've got a question in just a while. Have a look at this piece of film. Well, you can see the highlights of Crufts on BBC Two on Monday at 7:50. And the Snoopy prizes will be going to somebody who can tell me the Christian name of Mr. Cruft. Back in 1886, he lent his name to that most famous of dog shows, but we only know it as Crufts. Do you know his Christian name? Put the answer down on a postcard and send it to me here at Swap Shop, BBC TV, London W12 8QT. And now, somebody on the phone, I do believe. I don't know who it is. All I can see is they're called 10 o'clock news at the moment. Oh, it's Anthony McCrossan. Hello, Anthony. No? Is it Kashish Chowdhury?
Yes.
Hello, Kashish.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
You spelled my name wrong.
No, we had a bad week with this last week. Right, well, we always try and get it right. You tell us.
K-A-S-H-I-S.
K-A-S-H-I-S?
Yes, F.
F?
Yes.
No, wrong F, I think, isn't it? Is it Kashif?
Yes.
Kashif. The other S. Come on, right. That's the one.
Yes.
And we did all right with the surname?
Yes.
Jolly good. Bye. What exactly are you ringing about?
Well, I'd like to ask that if you were a guest on Swap Shop,
Yeah.
what would you offer as a swap?
Oh, that is a very good question. If I was a guest on the programme, what would I offer as a swap? There are very rude comments being shouted at me from the other side of the cameras. I think I would try and make it personal, because the best ones are personal ones. I think I would probably give away the headphones I first had when I worked for Radio Luxembourg. They weren't mine in the first place, but I nicked them. But they mean a lot to me. And or possibly the shirt that I wore on the first Swap Shop 6 years ago. I've still got that. I can't get into it, but but I thought I'd add that before anyone else shouted it. Yeah, I'd give that away. I'd give that shirt away. Yes, you'd obviously be very impressed by that, and wouldn't bother. I don't know why I'd ask as a question actually, but that's what I'd do. Thank you very much for your call.
Okay, then.
Bye.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. Farewell to him. I'll take some more calls in a little while, and can I remind you that our guests today are Richard Stilgo, and also we'll be hearing from Lulu. You can give her a ring on 018118055. But now with the time at round about 10 o'clock, here's the latest news with John.
In the North Atlantic this morning, a rescue helicopter has taken 7 crewmen off the wreck of the Greek tanker, which was torn in two by fierce storms yesterday. The stern section of the ship, the Victory, is still afloat, but the other half sank about 800 miles out into the Atlantic from the English coast. 11 men are thought to be still clinging to the remains of the ship. The rescue helicopter, a Lynx like this one, winched up 7 men in more than one trip and took them back to its own ship, a frigate of the Dutch Navy, which is at the scene. A second helicopter had to return to the frigate with engine trouble. Weather conditions have improved, but the sea is still rough, and there are fears that the hulk might turn over at any moment. At least 13 men from the Victory, who took to a lifeboat yesterday, are missing. The Pope, who's making his first trip abroad since the attempt on his life last May, is to celebrate an open-air mass today before hundreds of thousands of Christians in eastern Nigeria, which is a vast country in West Africa. It's the first step of his 8-day visit to the continent. When he arrived in the capital, Lagos, yesterday, the Pope was greeted by cheering crowds, and 100,000 people went to a stadium for Mass. In Wales, the search for the missing Harrier jump jet was resumed today in a remote area of mountains and forests. 3 helicopters and an RAF mountain rescue team are combing hundreds of square miles following the aircraft's disappearance yesterday on a low-level training flight. And finally, cricket, and in the first of their one-day international matches at Colombo in Sri Lanka, England were all out in the last of their 45 overs for 211. That's all from me for the moment. Back to Noel. Noel, you know a lot about flying helicopters, don't you? I mean, what must it be like at the moment, trying to get the Lynx over the rescue ship?
I should think it is incredibly difficult, actually, John, because it is very difficult actually hovering a helicopter at the best of times, but doing it in sort of 60-mile-an-hour winds. And you've got to remember that some poor guy's got to go down on the wire. And, of course, something like a cargo ship, particularly one which is broken up, has got a lot of wires around and masts and things. So I imagine that's a pretty brave bit of flying. Yeah. Hopefully they'll manage to get a few more people off.
Right.
And John has not been left out of our Valentine's feature. This is a rather nice piece of work here. Have a look at that. Ta-da! That has been sent in. What are you laughing at? Michaela Savage, who's in Westfield in Sheffield. I shall quickly read it. She says, I've seen your face upon the screen, but you don't know what my love means. You do your job and do it well, while watching you, my pride does swell. If only you knew that I cared, and if you really were prepared to return my love, which for you is great, more precious than a golden plate, we'd go together to our haven. This one's for you, dearest John Craven. With love from Michaela. Where's he gone? John? Where's he gone?
Oh, sorry.
I was going to... Come and blow her a kiss. She's gone to a lot of trouble.
Sorry?
It's Michaela.
I was back in the newsroom.
Oh, finger on the pulse of the news.
Yes.
Michaela Savage, she sent you that Valentine. I'm not going to read it again for you. Blow her a kiss.
No, where is she? Where are you, Michaela?
She's over there.
All right?
Last of the great romantics. And thank you. You can go away again now, right?
Well, when I went up there, can I just tell you, we've just heard that they've rescued 20 people now off the ship, so there's hardly anybody left on it.
Excellent. Good news. Indeed. Tom and Jerry coming, and I've got a whole load of people for whom I'm going to dedicate this. Andrew Thomas Manning, it's his 4th birthday on Monday, and he's in Broadstairs in Kent. Good luck to you. And Coco Chan, who's come down from Letchworth. Also Paula McEverley, who's in Oxted Close, Mitcham in Surrey. And then I popped over to Jersey for 2 days last week, and I bumped into Mrs Rotherham, who said she wants to say a big thank you to the class at Prep Alpha, De La Salle College in Jersey, and particularly Justine, Jamie, Julian and Penelope. She just wants to say hi to them, really, because we don't mention the Channel Islands very much. Vicky Searle, it's her birthday today. She's 11, and she was in the swap shop office last week when it flooded. And no, it really did. And she helped bail them out. And Graham Parry, who's in Holmes Way, Paston in Peterborough, he says he wants Tom and Jerry. He says, beware, this letter is bugged. Can you see that? He even bothered to include the bug. So for all those people, here comes Tom. Take your calls. If you want to give him a ring, it's 018118055. That's also the number for Lulu. Now, Eric is with us every single week, but this week he has actually a function to perform, a role to fulfil. Can you see him? He's up there. Have you heard of Eric before? You know about Eric, don't you? You don't know about Eric. Oh, he's that nice man up there. Eric, can we have the table tennis answers in, please? You can drop those in. We're giving away a rather super small table tennis table in this competition, and it was the most complicated question. Thank you, Eric. Hold it. Mind the lamb. And excuse me, lamb. I've just had one of these out of here. Thank you, Eric. You can take that away now. Thank you very much. Here, let's see who's won. It was a complicated question because I said, what is the diameter and weight of the standard table tennis ball in full-size table tennis? And the answer should have been anywhere between 37.2 and 38.2 millimetres, or 2.4, 2.53 grams. We all knew that, didn't we? Anne Simpson certainly did. And she's in Brampton in Cumbria. That is the place to where that table will be going. Anne Simpson, she's age 14, and she got it all absolutely right. Congratulations to you, Anne. Now, we are almost round to Swap Shop award time. The famous Eric's, named after the man up there in the sky. And this one, of course, is blank because we don't know who's going to be receiving it when we get round to Easter. But you've got to look out for this Radio Times, one with the condor on the front. What a beautiful photograph. Absolutely gorgeous, an amazing bird. And more about that condor later on in the programme. But if you turn to page 16, this is our awards coupon. I'm pleased to be able to say that it's going to be in 2 weeks running so that you can really think about your entries. If you can see there on the coupon, we're looking for 8 categories: top pop star, top man on TV, top lady on TV, funniest programme, top expert, top sports star, top pop group, and favourite TV show. And then you fill in the details down here. You could win a chance to actually come along to the awards presentation. It's only open to people under the age of 16. And can I just remind you, please, that when you fill out your coupon, don't vote for anyone who regularly appears on the programme, however much the lamb would like to. No, you're out. You're out as well. No chance of you doing anything. Yes. Ah, can we have an ah? No voting for anyone who regularly appears on the programme. What sort of programme would you vote for as your favourite programme? Doctor You? Not the 9 o'clock news? Or Top Sportsman, you'd have a jumper, no doubt. Yes, it's all right. Pun's over. Here comes Secret Affair. Dear me, that... Doesn't the weather change so quickly these days? And it's filling up in this desk here. Could you, Oh, I've got inches of water here. John, could you do something with this,
poor little
with this
lamb's got
bucket?
his hooves wet.
Ah! I've always wanted to do that. Didn't amuse many people here, but it gave me a great thrill. Oh, you wugger! Stop it, stop it. Still goes around. I wish I'd done it to him. He's sitting in the corner here at the moment. But let's just see him being incredibly silly with a butter mountain.
1879. I remember, for I wrote down the date in my diary, when I set out for Europe to attempt a solo conquest of the Butterhorn. I passed through the foothills, noticing many small pats, remnants of the Irish expedition of 73. Noting some of the interesting flora, I eventually arrived at the mountain after but a few miles. I had decided to attempt the notorious South Cholesterol, which had claimed the cream of the world's mountaineers. Offering a silent prayer to St. Ivel, I started my climb, thanking heaven I was alone. At least I couldn't get separated. As I tested my anchor, I thought of the fateful New Zealand expedition. Did they get as far as this, that brave pair, Sir Edmund Callery and Lurpak Tenzing? It was then I saw the footprints. Could it be the abominable milkman? Nervously, I progressed across the Kerrygold surface, then more bravely, as I remembered, my flag. Time for the loyal toast to my country and to Europe. Taking the bread from my rucksack, I lit my fire and waited.
You are mad, aren't you?
Yes, yes. Yes, I am, yes. Yes.
It must be wonderful to be paid for being mad.
Well, you get covered in butter. I mean, you're all right. You only get covered in sort of silver tinsel
Isn't this
stuff.
strange stuff? It
Right?
really
This
is weird.
BBC Rain.
Anyway, you're here as our official heart correspondent.
Oh.
You're our Valentine's Day judge.
Unless I keep moving, you will take my heart out and give it to somebody else.
Yes. Have a look at this. It's quite a nice one,
Is that
which
nice?
has been sent in.
It says Happy Valentine's Day on the front there. It's from Melanie Mason. Although you're quite old, I really don't care. Your body sags and you're full of hot air. But Noel, today is your lucky time. I've chosen you to be my Valentine. Did you know it said that?
Yes, I did. It shows what a super chap I am. I don't
Lovely,
mind
Melanie.
people being vulgar. Now, have a look at that. There's a lot of work gone into that one.
Ah, this is from the SS, actually. Right, it's from Joanne Carter, who's 13, and it says, oh, it's clever, this. It says, Saturdays are great, waiting just for you. No, notice the first letters of this. Saturdays are great, waiting just for you, answering my phone, perhaps it will be you. Sunday will be our day, hopefully, only you will do, personally. You see, and all those first letters make swap-a-shop down the front there. Jolly clever.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have a look at one more, because that one's got a nice little surprise in it when you open it up.
Ah. Oh, it's all right, it's all right. I thought it was going to leap out. Just thought I'd send the card just for the sake of writing it, and when you open it up, it goes, "Yeah!" at you. Short message just for the poor person at camera 3 who you're always making fun of, it says here. Jolly nice. Smashing. Who's that from? Oh, that's a proper Valentine in that it's not signed. It doesn't say who it's from.
Excellent. Well, a lot of people did sign them because we have our heart-shaped cake to give away. And we'll look at some of the ones we got on the wall in a little while. I believe you were helping the lamb earlier with the entry for the
some
swap
of Lamb's
shop.
entries. Yes, I've been talking to the Lamb about. Top lady on TV is Jan Lamming. I've chosen that already. Top sportsman on TV, Wooly Carson. And his favourite.
More groans, please.
Lamb's favourite group is, of course, the Fleece.
Oh. What have you brought along by way of a swap?
Well, I've got a book called The Richard Stilgo Letters. It's an odd book, this, because it's, I have this thing about anagrams.
Yes.
All the people in this book are anagrams of me. That's the only reason they exist. So it's all about Giscardo Hitler and Hot Legs Riccardi and all the people you can make out of my name. And there's that. There's this record. This is almost the only copy in the world, because you can only get them at concerts and things. No record company would let it out. And it's called Richard Stilgo Doesn't Live in Australia, because I don't.
Oh, that's a good thought. But
Well, you see, the Rolling Stones do records called The Rolling Stones Live at Carnegie Hall.
No, live.
Is it?
Live.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No.
Oh, I
no.
see. Oh, well, then we better junk this. And the other thing, because I have a collection of daft musical instruments, I bought one of these along. This is, Move over, James. Galway. It is a bicycle pump which you can. It also gets rid of flies. Useful for that. It's called a Swanee whistle, technically.
It sounded very Greek, actually. It sort of made me think of Demis Roussos at one moment.
Well, you could inflate pita breads with it.
Very good, very good.
Anyway, that's the collection of swaps.
That's left everybody cold. What exactly are you going to ask by way of a question?
Well, because Finders Keepers is about to come back on the air.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Yes, Finders Keepers.
Yeah.
As it says on the front of here. We come back on Friday with another quiz for everybody. And there's a question out of that, which is a musical called The King and I. It's set in Siam. Siam isn't called Siam anymore. What is it called?
I know that.
You know that?
I know that.
Jolly good, you can win.
No, I don't.
This book.
I wouldn't mind the book, actually, but what's on the LP exactly?
The LP, it's me in concert in Australia.
So
Not
you-
in concert,
so
which
you
is
really-
in Durham.
You really have been there.
Yeah, I've been to Australia
What
twice.
was it like?
It's wonderful. Be
And
great when
they
it's
let
finished.
they let you back? Dear me. I'm having nothing to do with that
No,
comment.
it's a smashing place, friendly people, and it's great. As long as you're not Mike Brearley, you have a wonderful time.
Right, so what was the question again?
King and I.
King and I.
Happens in Siam. What is Siam called now?
Right, answers on a postcard, please, to Swap Shop, BBC TV, London W12 8QT. If you want to talk to this gentleman, if you want to ask him some mundane little question or ask him more about Australia, don't forget to give us a ring, 018118055. He's going to be answering lots and lots of questions and phone calls and things. We'll have a play with the Valentines in a little while, but do you fancy a bit of ABBA?
Why not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Well, say Run VT.
Run VT. 9, 8.
No, it's instant.
I have a very good friend, the kind of girl
ABBA and Head Over Heels. As you can see, we've had a marvellous selection of Valentines sent in. If you are a late joiner this morning, point out Richard Stilgo is with us. We thought that of all the people who would be prepared to come on this programme for nothing, that he probably was the greatest romantic expert. Are you sending Valentines, Richard?
I don't know about Sundays. Are they having a post, especially tomorrow?
Well, I imagine a man of your means would have had things personally delivered.
Right, as you say, appearing for nothing on this programme, I can afford to have things delivered. Oi!
Well, you duck round that question very well.
Am I sending a Valentine? No, I'm sending a Valentine to the nation via Radio 4, in fact.
Are you?
Valentine Traffic Jam Show. 6:15 tomorrow.
Tomorrow evening?
Tomorrow evening,
oh,
yes, Radio 4.
Oh, you're not against me then, right?
Masses of Valentine. No, not opposite you.
Any of these take your fancy?
Yeah, I think all of them are smashing.
Any
they
in
really,
particular?
super. Isn't that, look at that. I mean, the drawing on that's awfully good. Isn't it?
Oh, there's a little tear. What does it say inside?
What does it say inside? It says, elephants are green, giraffes are blue, but one thing that's sure, I love you. You read it better than I did. Elephants aren't green, giraffes aren't blue, spot the deliberate mistake, but one thing that's sure, I love you. I think that's smashing.
That's sweet.
Oh, that's nice, too. That's one of the lovies ones. Love is being my Valentine. My heart's like a tomato, all red and squidgy too. Sometimes it goes all mushy. That's when I think of you. I think it's smashing.
What about that one there?
That's a Rubik's Cube Valentine, which says, I've entered the competition and I've got some... you're supposed to read it. It's sort of like an advent card. It takes 24 days to read. And it's very good. It's from Wendy May.
Any up at this end over here?
This is one made out of lamb, I think. Actually, it's knitted, and real with a knitted arrow and everything. Happy Valentine's Day to the Swap Shop team, especially John and Noel. The crawler, you see. It always works. You always get on the board.
I'll send that one in.
And instead of the Valentine's cake for your tea, you can have burnt toad in the hole.
I want that one.
She doesn't love you that much. That's from Claire Wilcott. That's very good.
This, I think, is delightful. I think that's meant to be me.
Yes, it's very good.
I'm not sure what I'm doing there. Oh, dear. On Valentine's Eve, you will be swapping toys for anything. Then I will believe that you'll be my first romantic swappy king. Happy Valentine's Day. Hardly the Betjeman sort, but...
More free verse. Yes.
I think it's lovely. Well,
very good, like the nappy.
We have a cake on offer. Where have you gone now? Do you want to come over here or you want to go? We have a cake on offer. It is a marvellous heart-shaped cake, and we will be giving that cake to somebody. It'll be rushed off to arrive early next week, no
doubt.
This
is an attempt to match Tiswas, is it? The cake is...
delivered in that manner. Not quite, not quite. Thank you very much. And
we're not allowed to say Tiswas.
Well, you just said it twice. I don't mind it. I don't mind if you say it. No one's watching it. A lot of people didn't get to see Barry Manilow recently when he was in concert. And if you missed him singing, this is how he does it. I think.
But why?
Let's hang on to what we've got. Don't let go, girl. We got a lot. We got a lot of love between us. Hang on, hang on, hang on to what we got. To what we got.
Barry Manilow, of course, and for some of his concerts, he had a choir of 242 lucky Brightonians. And they're with Keith right now.
It's too true, Noel. They're down here in Brighton with us, and that's the Portslade Community Choir. Good morning! What was Barry Manilow like to work with? Great! Did you get nervous on stage at all? No! Did you all get his autograph? Yes! That's good. If he asked you to sing with him again, would you? Yes! Well, I'm here to tell you he won't. No, only joking. But I'll tell you what, as a bit of an example to all you at home, they're going to give us a little bit of what they sung on stage with him, with your conductor, Keith Chegwin. I shall be coming around for bus fares in a minute. Right, you ready, folks? Here we go. A little bit more. And something else to whet the old appetite. Superb. Actually, somebody's out of tune over there. Hold on, 240, 241, 242, 240. Maggie, come on, out. Just because you've been with brown sauce, come on, get out. I don't know, some of them were cheering there, I'll tell you. Right, here come the Portslade Community Choir with a super song all about the South. It's called Deep River. Here they come. There you go. Our thanks to the Portslade Community Choir with Deep River. And here in the Deep South, it's back to London with John. Cheers, John.
Thank you, Keith. And first of all, just to confirm the news flash I gave you a little while ago, all 20 survivors from the Greek tanker Victory have now been airlifted from the wreck 840 miles southwest of Land's End. The 20 men have been taken aboard a Dutch warship. Well, now to our news report, and today it's all about a new scheme for Britain's cyclists. Last night, plans were announced to convert hundreds of miles of disused railway track into cycleways. The government will help local councils to pay the cost of converting them. Some of them run through towns, others are in lovely countryside. Many have been deserted for years, but soon they could be busy again with riders instead of railway trains. The idea of special tracks for cyclists isn't new. This one, linking two villages in the West Country, used to be a public footpath until it was converted to pedal power. But now, for the first time, there's a big scheme to make use of derelict railway lines. About 600 miles of them have been selected as suitable, and there could be many hundreds of miles more. For a long time, the keenest of Britain's 12 million cycle owners have been urging the government to help create cycleways. They've pointed out the success of places like this. 3 years ago, it was a disused railway track near the city of Bath. Now, volunteers have turned it into a peaceful paradise for cyclists. Any kind of horsepower is banned. And it's not just cyclists who enjoy it, so do joggers and walkers. The scenery is pretty, and it's well away from the menace that faces most cyclists. Riding through heavy traffic is always a hazard, and it accounts for many of the accidents involving people on bikes. In 1980, more than 300 cyclists were killed on the roads, and more than 24,000 were hurt. So any scheme that separates riders from drivers is welcomed by road safety officials. Now the government is backing schemes to create more cycleways on the roads, as well as getting people well away from traffic on the converted railway lines. Someone who certainly isn't too happy about cycling through the heavy traffic of London is the government minister who yesterday announced the new scheme. He's Mr. Kenneth Clarke of the Transport Ministry, and I asked him just why the go-ahead for the cycleways has been given.
Well, because we think there's a need to give people safer and more pleasant conditions to cycle on. And we've tried to get local councils to think of ways in which they can put better cycle paths and busy roads like this in the middle of urban areas. And we've got some new ideas like converting disused railway lines into cycle paths as well.
And when do you think then all these disused miles of track will be turned into cycleways?
I hope it'll be in the next year or two, but it's rather up to local councils. Our engineers have found these 1,000 kilometres of track. They produced little booklets showing in a lot of individual cases what has to be done to change them over. And now it's up to the councils to use these designs and to come to us and ask for the grant to do it.
And is it going to be expensive then to convert these disused lines?
Not expensive compared with the sort of things we usually spend money on in the transport department. It costs millions to build new motorways or to electrify railway lines. We're talking in terms of hundreds of thousands of pounds. It sounds a lot, but with the kind of grant that is available from the government to local councils, those sums aren't actually impossible or horrendous.
This is Stevenage Newtown in Hertfordshire, a safe place to go cycling. That's because the needs of the cyclists were taken into account when the place was being built. Vehicles and bikes have separate roadways. Drivers and riders don't have to worry about each other. But there are many older towns and cities where disused railways run right into the centre. And in the future, if they're turned into cycleways, they could work in a similar way to the modern traffic system of Stevenage. Other towns like Peterborough have cycle paths clearly marked out on ordinary roads. They're helping to cut down the accidents. But just how safe are cycle paths and cycleways?
You can never make it totally safe because almost all routes have to go on and off some road, but you can do what you can to fit them in and certainly give the cyclists some chance of getting away from terrible city traffic like this, which is very dangerous.
And are people going to have special training then to be able to use these cycleways?
I don't think so. As long as they're competent cyclists, I probably would have benefited from going to one of these cycle training schemes that are now held in most schools. And we're very glad they're going on and they're being improved. But people will have a chance to become more experienced cyclists in safer conditions if they start to use our tracks when they're starting out and practice on something that's been purpose-built of the kind that we're suggesting.
And this is a map of all those disused lines that could be used. They're the lines and shapes that are marked in blue. Sorry if you're watching in black and white, because all the other lines are railway lines that are still working, so be very careful. But there are about 600 miles of disused tracks, as I've said, and now we'll have to wait and see whether local councils can afford to convert them, and maybe volunteer groups will be able to help. And of course, there's one great advantage of these disused track cycleways that I haven't mentioned yet, and that is, of course, that they're all dead flat. Now back to Noel and Richard.
Thank you. We have been, well, he's been sitting and I've been standing trying to think of all sorts of quips to come out of that. And it just occurred to us this would be the age of the chain, if that is widely adopted. Oh, I've never heard John laugh quite so loudly about something. Right, for the first time ever, we would like the board set to music. We have had, in the past few weeks, a former British Prime Minister, Mr Edward Heath, read our board. We had that megastar, Dame Edna Everage. Richard, do you think you could be a first for us?
I will try, Noel.
It's never been done to music before.
It probably is never about to be done to music. We'll see what happens. Going well so far. Simon Bourne has got a snorkel and goggles. And once shaking Stevens discs. Lord, the mind boggles. Electronic Star Wars come from Paul Bean. On Doctor Who books, he's extremely keen. But not just any old Doctor Who, just 1965 up to 1972. I told you this wouldn't work. Richard Major has invaders from space and wants a portable in its place. Anyone want a koala bear? Matthew Nicol has one to spare. And instead he'd like, extremely cheap, well, free in fact, an action jeep. Andrew Chico is a fishing rod. He'll swap for anything. That's odd. Louise Owen's trick stick you can get if you send her a pencil set. It says picnic down here, but it says pencil on the board, so that's better. Does anyone need a budgie bike? If a budgie bike is what you'd like, send a message to Andrew Frost. But your games and watches must be lost. Pinball games from Daniel Knox. Send him race and chase in a box. Sarah Merkel has curling tongs, and for a guitar in a case she longs. Guitar. Finally here from Gerald Gillies, a pair of phones that give him the willies. He would like things to do with Queen. The band, not the royal one, I mean. And that is all in the Swap Shop Top 10. Hang on, they're all coming up again.
Oh, brilliant,
Very good.
Crumbs.
Oh, and this bit is going to sound dull. This is the way that you No, thank you. Fill out your card. You put down here what you're offering, and then you put down below that the number of the swap, which you're interested in. That will be somewhere between 1 and 10, hopefully. Name, address and telephone number on that side. And on this side, the address for all correspondence to the programme. Swap Shop, BBC TV, London, W12 8QT. Competition coming in a minim, but a chance to see the board with a slightly different sort of music behind it this time.
My mind goes in and out. It goes to show me it's cool. My trust in you, rounding in my lips.
10 board. And if you, like me, tend to think, why are all those little snippety things I want to hear a bit more, particularly the number one? I can tell you Jam, Town Like Malice will be coming up later on in the programme. Now, the top 10 question this week, we're offering the top 10 records, of course, tied up with a rather beautiful bow, and the Hungarian rings, which Richard is grappling with at the moment.
Can't be done.
It can be done, but it's jolly frustrating. Hungarian rings game goes in as well. The question, Tight Fit are at number 8 in the chart, with A Lion Sleeps Tonight. Do you know who designed the 4 lions at the bottom of Nelson's column in Trafalgar Square? You would know that, would you?
I think so,
that
yes.
kind of detail?
Yes, also makes Italian cars. Same name. Isn't it?
Hey?
I've got... Nearly. Yes. Yes.
Possibly an anagram of it.
No. You wait till people get the answer.
Ferrari.
Can I read you my Nelson Valentine?
4 lions at the base of Nelson's column. Who designed them? It's nothing to do with Italian cars. Answers on a postcard, Swap Shop, BBC TV, London, W128QT. Now you can do your Nelson Valentine.
This is a Valentine from Nelson. Oh, Emma, Lady Hamilton, for you I'd gladly die. You may have noticed recently me giving you the eye. So come and sit beside me, neath the shade of my cocked hat, and see what I've got up my sleeve. There can't be any harm in that.
Groan.
I think it's grown so far.
Last week's top 10 prize. I bet there's going to be worse.
There'll be worse.
We got XTC LP, we got the top 10 records, and this marvellously therapeutic little device. I really did enjoy playing with this all week. I took one home. I don't think they're readily available, but it does all sorts of things like that, and it's marvellous. And it's going to be going to somebody whose name is in the bin down there.
Shall I have a delve?
Yeah, have a delve, while I point out that we set ourselves a bit of a problem last week. When I was talking about alcohol and its boiling point, we meant the alcohol that you drink, and the answer is 78.32 degrees centigrade. That's the temperature at which alcohol boils, and we accept anything between 78 and 78.4.
78, it says. Oh, it's from Scotland. Surprise, surprise.
Now, every time I do that kind of accent, I get loads of letters from Scotland complaining.
You'll forward them, I don't doubt.
Yes, I will.
Right. In answer to last week's top 10 question, 78 degrees centigrade, it's from Yvonne Lindsay of 5 Holly Crescent, Dunfermline in Fife in Scotland. She's 15. Well done, Yvonne. She has won.
Splendid. Right, let's hold on.
Do you want to know any more about that?
No, we'll put that there. Now, you remember how last time I said run VT?
Yes.
And you were very impressed because it started immediately.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a problem now, because when...
It's bust.
No, because we've got some film coming, but it doesn't start instantly. So could you say run TK?
Run TK.
The nationwide ear pull. But now we have to talk...
For about 8 seconds?
Yeah.
Well, it's nearly done, isn't it?
You enjoyed it, and it's for Deborah Wood, who's in Darlington in County Durham, but particularly for Deborah's grandmother, who's had rather rotten time. I don't know Grandma's name. She's a bit down in the dumps, Deborah says. She's been frozen up 3 times. She's had 12 burst pipes. She's fallen on the ice and sprained and swollen her wrist, and to round it all off, her budgie Bertie is gone. Oh... Isn't that a shame? Well, I hope, Nan, that you've got Bertie back, and I hope that the wrist is better. And Gavin Bills, he's at St Peter's Close. Duck Manton is that in Chesterfield. Hair Bear Bunch for Gavin as well. Right, it's Embarrasser Cameraman time. Stephen and Duncan... I've gone quiet in here. Stephen and Duncan in Park Avenue, Kendal in Cumbria say, please say hello to our Uncle Eric, who's the cameraman on Swap Shop. Which one's Eric? On 4, is it? That's Eric. You can't hide, Eric. Smile. You're over there on 1. Give him a wave. Jolly good. Oh, I love that moment. They go red so quickly. Oh, it's all going to be out of focus from now on. In a moment, I'll be having a chat to Lulu. You'll be able to call her on 018118055. But here she is singing If I Were You.
If I were you, I'd look the situation over. It wasn't just by accident, our paths were meant to cross eventually.
track. So please don't let the good times pass you by. Ooh, baby, if I were you, I'd fall in love with me. And if you were me, you feel a pounding deep inside you, growing stronger. And through these eyes, you know there isn't any reason to wait any longer. Ooh, take my advice and all the love I have to give you. Oh, it's all this time you just can't miss. What happened in the past is history. But what's going on right now can't be denied. And I only want to help you to decide. Ooh, if I were you, I'd fall in love with me. Oh, baby, if I were you, I'd fall in love with me. Ooh, baby, if I were you,
Don't they make a lovely couple? So I've got to ask you, who was the gentleman?
I've forgotten his name. Isn't it dreadful? He's an actor in Los Angeles, because I made that little film and a few others at the Harold Lloyd estate. I don't know if any of the kids have seen Harold Lloyd in some of those old silent movies, but he built this beautiful home, and it was an amazing experience because he's got hundreds and hundreds of, although the man is actually dead. He doesn't live there anymore, somebody else does. There's all these gorgeous pictures of all these famous old movie stars with Harold Lloyd. And he built this marvellous, tiny little play sort of area for his children with a real house. Did you ever see that there was a marvellous documentary where the Queen actually went into her own little home? I mean, it was...
Yes, I think it's down at Windsor, isn't it?
I mean, I would have loved to have had a house like that. Anyway, Harold Lloyd did a similar thing for his children. He had a real kitchen. They should have shown that, actually. I don't know why they showed me in that frock.
Ronnie Corbett lives there when he goes over to America.
Yes.
Do you spend a lot of time in the States?
Oh, it seems I'm sort of... Actually, I'm more in the air than I'm in London or in America. Yes, I'm in America a lot. I'm going off on Monday again.
And how successful is it proving over there?
It's proving to be, well, the demand is great, thank God, but it's difficult, you know, trying to sort of keep the thing going. Well, trying to sort of be with Jordan and John here and be over there as well. But I'm off on Monday because I've been nominated for a Grammy, which is it's a bit of a thrill, you know. I've never been nominated for a Grammy before.
A great compliment.
Yeah, for Best Rock and Roll Singer.
Rock and roll singer?
Female, not male. Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's from this last album I did, and there's only one rock and roll track on it. The rest is sort of pretty balanced.
What caused the sort of change in mood, change in style? Because you went through a period after all the initial stuff with Mickey Mouse to over, you went through a period where you were very much more, and I don't mean this in a rude way, but sort of middle of the road, mums and dads entertaining, Saturday night on the box, whatever. And now you're back into it, and you've got, like, you know, nominations of rock and roll singer.
Yeah.
So what caused it? What's this metamorphosis?
I think we all sort of go through changes, you know, and
it's a time in life.
with me, I kind of reverting back to what almost reverting back to what I was at the beginning. I got a bit sort of, it might sound terribly blasé or a bit stupid even. Well, I'm both, I suppose. I got a bit sort of put off with the recordings I was doing. I had, in fact, to put it in a nutshell, when I recorded with David Bowie, we did The Man Who Sold the World, and it was very successful. Then I went to New York and did some other things with David, and we were both so excited about them. But he had a lot of problems. He broke up with his manager, and there were a lot of internal problems with him. So my tapes got confiscated, or in other words, they didn't come out.
Right.
And I was a bit, you know, sort of disgruntled and sort of a bit fed up about it. And there was nothing really excited me until just recently. Mark London, who incidentally wrote To Sail With Love all those years ago, for me, and I think it's the biggest success I've ever had, came up with a marvellous young writer, a few songs. We went into the studio, it worked, and it's
excellent.
I've just got a new sort of like, sort of go in me for it all.
Marvellous. Well, thanks for fitting us in. If you're busy jetting all over the place. You brought some swaps. What have you got?
Well, first of all, my record company will kill me. I've got my album here. I've got my new single here.
A lot younger on that.
Oh, shut up, you. I'm going to beat him up in a minute. Always going to get it when the cameras go off. The single, and this is a jacket that it's terrible to give away something that was given to you, but it doesn't fit me. Can you see? It's a jacket that was made specially for an Elvis tour, and it's got, Elvis used to say, always say, take care of business. That was sort of his phrase. And it's got TCB on the side, because it will say TCB. And I think it's quite a desirable present.
Right, we need a question.
Or swap, rather, should I say.
We need a question, please.
Yes, the question is, I recently appeared in somebody else's video. He is a very famous pop singer. Who is he?
Right. I'm not going to say anything more other than answers on a postcard to Swap Shop, BBC TV, London W128QT. And if you want to give Lulu a ring and put a question to her, give us a ring on 01811 8055. See you in a minute or two. Now we're going to get wet in the sense that the roadshow's in Brighton, and a couple of summers ago, Keith went to the Dolphinarium in Brighton and messed about with some dolphins.
Hello. Hello. I'm a bit worried about this, Steve.
Oh, don't worry, there's nothing to worry about.
Would you like to go first, then?
All right.
I believe there's actually a problem of them ignoring you.
Well, they can do, because they're very sort of temperamental. But...
It's cold.
Like the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes. Oh, here they come. Have I got the nerve? Oh, for Swap Shop, I'll do anything. It's very cold.
Just throw it around. Come on, then.
Come on. Lovely walk. Oh, hello. Actually, I don't feel too bad. I know they're so friendly, aren't they? You keep moving.
Yeah.
Really? What happens if you stop?
Moving targets.
Oh. Come on. I think they are ignoring you, aren't they?
Check out the dress in this book.
Oh, Bertie. They were in for boxing here. Go get the business, actually. Very making. Oh. I actually say to people I've swum with dolphins, you know. I haven't done anything yet, though. Come on.
You might come over if we go near the side.
Is this the thing about ignoring us?
Yeah. Come on. Come on. Oh, I've got loads of fish. Nice. Yeah, good fishing. We'll take us a little ride. Come on. Come on.
Smile again. Yeah. Look, now come here, dolphin. Come on, baby. Come on, come on. Come on. Baby. Come on. Come on.
Hold it. Oh!
My arm's gone.
There you go, very memorable day for me. Actually, I seriously thought before I went in that I was going to be eaten alive.
I think that the dolphins were so dazzled by your white body, there's no way they'd come near you.
I've been insulted in better places.
Anyway, we have an expert here, gold medalist Duncan Goodyear, who can perhaps comment on Keith's swimming abilities.
Absolutely incredible, but I don't think he's going to beat the dolphins.
Do you think there needs to be a certain build to make a really top swimmer?
Well, it's funny, actually, because you need a certain amount of strength, but you've got to have the lightness to go with it. So if you're swimming through the water, you've got to be strong but yet fairly light. And I had a coach that used to joke about having helium in the bones, so you'd float higher in the water. Some people just have more buoyancy than the others.
Well, obviously you've got it, and you've achieved the ultimate ambition of any athlete in winning that gold medal at the Olympics. I mean, do you feel now that there's absolutely nothing left? I mean, apart from saying blankety blank, there's just nothing left to aim for. I mean...
Well, I think every goal you have, every aim you have, has got to be important to you, and it's... The more you work at a thing, the more you get out of it. So I think you just want to find things, find your own Everests, and I'm looking for another one. I had a go at bobsleighing. I went round a big corner and we didn't crash or anything. I went to the European Championships, but to me, I value life and limb.
A little bit more.
But I'm definitely looking for something else.
Now, you started coaching now. I mean, do you find the reversal of roles, I mean, coming as the coach rather than the pupil, a little bit different?
I don't actually coach because I have a coach out in America and he had a heart attack at the age of 35 because he gets so nervous and worked up. And I think that's what would happen to me because it's a very patient job and I've got a very high, as you might say. I always kind of got a lot of energy and fight, and if somebody can't succeed, I can't explain to them how to succeed. They've got to learn for themselves. What I can do is give them tips and help and leave it to a professional coach, and that's what I try and do with the clinic.
Yes, you run those clinics.
Yeah.
Have you got your eyes on anyone at the moment who you think is going to make it?
Well, I think Suki Brownston is definitely the best. She's a little girl who lives in Tunbridge Wells, and she's just fantastic.
Really? Now, when you're looking at people now in the water, do you think about the 84 Olympics or the 88?
Well, really, it's got to be the 84 because swimming is such a short life that unless they're under about 14, they're always looking to the next thing, which is, 2 years from now. And it's incredible how young swimmers are getting. But I think it's not really a case of... It's not a case of age because of lack of talent. It's because of it's so hard work, so much hard work that they've got to go on further. They've got to look to the point where they. It's very. I'm not making much sense at all, but it's. I think, really, one's got to look at the future life.
Yeah.
And once you get to a certain point, you get to a point where you've got to think about paying the bills, you've got to think about making a life for yourself. And a girl gets to about 16, 17, and she starts to worry about, getting big shoulders.
Yeah.
And a man gets to the age of 20, and he starts thinking about a mortgage. And unfortunately, when you're talking about 25 hours swimming a week, it's a bit difficult.
And also just the terrifying thought that with just one Olympics in mind, if you aren't at your peak for those 2 weeks in your swimming life, you blow it, don't you? Completely
Yes,
blow it.
I think sometimes you can push on to another Olympic Games, but it's pretty difficult.
Lovely. Well, thanks very much for chatting to us, Duncan. And you're going to stay around this morning and help us judge one of our competitions?
Certainly will, Margie.
Meanwhile, Keith!
Yeah, real fan of Duncan, good to hear me. Actually, I was in France once and I said to a guy I wanted to swim for my country and he chucked me in the channel and said it's that way. Right, from swimming to music with a smashing group, they tell me they're on a tour of national shopping centres at the moment. They're buskers who live here in Brighton. They were discovered by Chaz of Madness. That's what they are. Wait for the name. They're called Pookie Snackenberger and a song called Just a One Espresso. Here he comes.
1, 2, 3, Pookie, 4.
lad over here, Pookie Snackenberg, and a song called Just a One Espresso. And I'm going to buy this lot a cup of coffee, so we'll be back here in a minute. Do you think we should go busking with brown sauce now? Hey?
I, for one, haven't got that sort of energy. I don't know about you, Keith.
I was going to say, I've got the hat.
OK, back to Brighton in a while, taking calls with Lulu in a second.
This is great, this thing.
Put it down and stop it. It'll drive you mad. Have a delve in the dustbin. We had Bill Owen, who plays a part of Compo in Last of the Summer Wine on the programme last week.
Fall in there.
Don't fall off the stool. And he wanted to know, what was it about Nora Batty that Compo particularly dislikes?
How many?
Just one.
Just one.
And it seems to be it's her wrinkled stockings. Right, it's his metal detector, which he'll only give to somebody who won't go around archaeological sites ruining them. Dawn Pearce, who's in Beancroft Road, Castleford, West Yorkshire. And Dawn, you'll be getting Bill Owen's metal detector. Now, pick up the phone and let's find out who's on the line. Is it Julie?
Hello?
Hello, Julie.
Hello?
Hello, Julie.
Can you hear her?
Lulu.
Hello, how are you?
All right, thank you.
Good. How old are you, Julie?
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 11.
11. Got such a young voice. I thought you had to be 4 or 5. Sweet little voice.
I'd like to ask you a question.
Go on.
Does your husband do your hair?
Well, that's a very delicate subject this morning because I wanted him to do it for the show and we had a little bit of a tiff. Yes, to answer it simply, he does. But he has lots of people working for him in the salon and they're all great hairdressers. So I've actually got quite a choice.
And where do you get all your lovely clothes from?
I am a compulsive shopper. I love to shop and I buy my clothes all over the place. For instance, the little film that was on before, that was an Emmanuel dress. You know, the big sticky out frock?
Yeah.
That was an Emmanuel. You know, they made Princess Diana's wedding dress.
Yes.
Anyway, that was one of their dresses. I'm wearing leather jodhpurs at the moment that come from a firm called, they're called No Scruples, some friends of mine. But I buy clothes everywhere and anywhere. I just love clothes. Do you?
Yeah, I love them.
We're very alike.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Julie, bye.
Bye, Julie. Alison Brown. There's
Oh,
more.
actually-
Alison Brown.
Hello.
Hello, Alison.
Hello,
You're
Al.
through to Lulu.
Hello, Alison.
Hello.
Hi.
I'd like to ask you how small you were when you were 11.
I think I was probably the same size as I am now. I've not grown very much. I'm about 5 feet right now. I think when I was 11, I was probably, I don't know, darling, about 4 feet?
4 feet?
I don't really know. I'm making a guess.
Why did you want to know that?
Are you 11?
I'm 11 and I'm only 4'3".
Well, darling, there's hope for you yet.
When you were at school and you were 11, did people pick on you because you were small?
Yeah. Hello?
So,
you there?
what did you do about it?
Yes, did they pick on you?
No.
They don't? Well, then you're all right. Why did you ask me that?
I thought there was going to be a crack.
Why did you ask me? You want me to tell you that I used to boot them up, right?
Yeah.
I used to punch them. Actually, most of the time when I was 11, I would just be singing in the playground, you know, when you get those breaks.
Yeah.
And I'd often get into fights with boys and girls. And I'd often win.
Oh, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
She'd just start singing and they'd all run away. Sarah Stoner. Hello, Sarah.
Hello, is that Lulu?
It's me. Well, no, that was him, but now it's me.
Okay. Can I ask you a question, please?
Go on.
What do you think is your best characteristic and worst fault?
Oh, see.
My best characteristic, let me think.
Modesty?
To be very honest, I think I'm just perfect. And my best characteristic is I'm perfect. My worst fault is that I'm terribly honest.
Oh, that's a good combination.
No, I'm only joking. Seriously, my best character.
What do you hate about yourself?
Loyal. What do I hate about myself? Too many things. It would take too long. A couple of weeks, I could tell you. No, I think I'm probably loyal, very, very loyal to a fault. And the thing I dislike about myself is that I talk too much and too fast.
Thank you for the call.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, thank you.
Here we've got a gentleman, Jeffrey Silver. Hello, Jeff.
Hello?
Hi, good morning. You're through to Lulu.
Hi, Jeff.
Okay. Lulu?
Yes?
Is Lulu your real name?
No, do you want me to actually tell you my real name?
Yes, please.
It's Marie McDonald McLaughlin Laurie.
Okay, thank you.
Now, Oh, well, that's why I changed it to Lulu. Right, next.
OK, well, that was it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, nobody else.
So what are you off to do next?
Well,
You're away on Monday, did you say?
Monday I go to LA to do, you know, you met Soap. Did you watch Soap?
Well, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No, I thought it was a bit
Oh,
dull.
I liked it. Well, you know the boy, the gay son in the show? His name was Billy Crystal?
Well, I don't
You
know.
don't remember?
No.
Oh, well, I won't go on then. No, I'll tell you.
I'm dying to know what the connection is with him.
He has a show on American television on a Saturday night, and I'm going over to do the show with him, but I suppose that bores the pants off you. I'm quite looking forward to it, because I think he was very, very funny. I like that show.
All right, well, thank you very much indeed. Have fun with him.
I will.
Pass on my best regards to him. one of his fans
I
over
won't tell
here.
him he didn't like the show.
From Lulu, we go into Secret Affair. That's Secret Affair, a programme of fine contrast and lots of variety we've got for you this morning, because we're now round to collector's time, and Karen, Philip and Alan have come down. You are the Saunders,
Yes,
and you've come from where?
Sedbergh.
Sedbergh.
In Cumbria.
In Cumbria. It's a beautiful place, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You've journeyed down to bring us your collection. Who's the spokesperson? Are you?
It doesn't really matter.
All right, Karen, will you tell us a little bit about it? How did the idea of collecting these pencil tops come about?
Well, we saw your programme and we thought it would be a good idea to start a collection, and we wanted something we could buy with our pocket money and that didn't take a lot of room. So we thought these would be a good idea.
That's an excellent idea. I'm glad we inspired you. How much do they tend to cost?
It varies between 10 and 20 pence. Some of them can be very expensive though if they're...
So it's a reasonable sort of collection to have, plenty of variety, lots of colour. And that's the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one.
That is revolting. What about favourites? What about you, Alan? You got a favourite one?
I like the chocolates down there.
You like the chocolate? I like the chocolates. I hope we can see the chocolates. They look very, very lifelike. Even if they're hard centres or soft. Philip, you got a favourite?
Yeah, I like this one here.
Do you know, I knew you were going to pick on that. That is equally revolting. That's a, what do you call them?
I don't know what it is.
It's a troll, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Called
think
a
it's
troll.
a troll.
So how many have you got altogether?
132.
132. And are they that easy to come by? What sort of shops sell them?
So mainly gift shops, you know, you just go into a gift shop and see if they've got any.
Mm. And I rather like the way... Whose idea was this? I like the way you've managed to mount them.
That was Mum's idea.
That was Mum's idea?
Yeah.
Good old Mum. And you've drilled holes in the blocks and no doubt she was fed up of having to pick them all up to dust round them or something like that. So what sort would you now like? Because, of course, there's a lot of people watching this programme who probably have got a few of these and would be interested in doing some swapping.
Well, we'd like some foreign ones, if there is any such thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd like a Peanuts collection, you know, Snoopy and Charlie Brown.
Now, do they exist?
Well, we don't know, but that's what we'd like if they do
Well,
exist.
that would be ideal. Jolly good. Well, do drop us a line. Swap Shop, BBC TV, London W12 8QT. Put on it collectors, and hopefully the Saunders will be able to do a little bit of swapping and get a few more of their pencil tops. I like the little woodpeckers thing. Can you see that one? Is that possible? If I move it there. Isn't that good? Look. Hours of pleasure. Do you actually use the pencils?
No.
Could you please do me a favour? I think it better be Philip because he's nearest to the bin. Dive in there. Sheena Easton came on the programme, brought along some marvellous swaps here, a whole collection of swaps, including her college scarf and a tour jacket, a very personal swap there of the scarf. And she asked the question, where was she born and what was the name of the drama college in Glasgow she went to? The answer was Bells Hill and the Royal Scottish Academy of Music and Drama. And you can read that out, Philip. I'm sure you can
It's
read
from Olive Bonner.
Yeah.
43 Stan... I don't know what that's...
Pass it down the line and see who can... Oh, I see, Bossy Big Sister immediately.
Can't read it either.
Olive Bonner of Stonybank Road, Musselburgh, East Lothian in Scotland. Well, you live nearer to Musselburgh than I do. And yes, that's right, Bells Hill and the Royal Scottish Academy of Music. Jolly good. Well, thank you very much indeed for coming down. Have you enjoyed your trip to Swap Shop?
Yes, thank you.
Was it how you imagined it would be?
No.
In what way is it different?
It's small. It's a lot smaller than we thought
The
it
studio...
would be.
What, me or the studio?
Both.
But I'm a lot nicer than you thought, and John Craven isn't as nice as you thought. Wasn't that what you said to me earlier?
Yeah.
Good luck with the collection. Thanks for coming
Thank
all the
you.
way from Sedbergh. And now, back to the subject of the condor, that amazing bird which is beautifully photographed on the front of the Radio Times. Here is a rather attractive piece of film. You can see a 3-part special on the wildlife exploration of the Andes this Sunday, BBC 2 at 7:15 in the World About Us series. A lovely piece of film, and that's the Radio Times to which I was referring. And it's a good idea to have a close look at that one. Memorise it, because this is the first Radio Times of this year to contain our Swap Shop Awards voting form. And we do want your votes in just as quickly as possible for the Swap Shop Awards, which you will be able to see at Easter. That's the Radio Times. Now, I'm offering this book, which is absolutely marvellous. I don't think we can really do justice to the lovely photography here. I've just picked out one section. If I put it on there, it's called The Flight of the Condor. And I'll give you an idea of some of the beautiful colour pictures that are in this book. It's one of those books that I think are called coffee table books, in the sense that everyone who comes into the house is immediately going to grab it and say, gosh, isn't that beautiful? And you're not going to be able to rip them away from it. And what I want to know is, the Andes are a chain of mountains in South America. I want to know the highest mountain in the chain of the Andes. The highest mountain in the chain of the Andes. Not only can you have the book, The Flight of the Condor, also, in case you happen to see one passing in St Albans, we've got some binoculars. I don't know why I picked on St Albans. We've got some binoculars as well, which will pop in as well. So the Andes are a chain of mountains, and we want to know the highest peak in the Andes. Answers on a postcard to Swap Shop, BBC TV, London W12 8QT. Still go, more still go to come. But now, back to Brighton.
Thank you, Noel. Now, you may think that the outside of the pavilion has got a very Indian feel, but the inside is rather Chinese, and there are loads of dragons in there. And inspired by those dragons, the children who belong to the museum club have built these. They're absolutely fantastic. Do you enjoy making them? Yes! Right, well, with me are two of the makers, Clea and Nicholas. Can you just tell me how you set about making these dragons?
Well, they were made from a frame, and then we had paper mache, and then we just put the scales on and painted it and everything.
Now, they're all very, very different. I mean, you've obviously all had your own ideas. So where do you get your ideas from?
Well, mainly from our imagination, but we did get some ideas from stories we'd read, places like things like that.
Now, this is your dragon, Clea, isn't
Yes.
it? This is one you made. How long did it take you to build this one?
Well, it took us about 5 hours.
Now, why did you make it the way you did?
Because it was very decorative. That's how we wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I like about it is this lights up, doesn't it? Let's have a look. Where's the switch?
Just here.
Oh, it hasn't come on. Oh, that was lovely yesterday, Clea. I'm disappointed it won't work now. Right. Well, were there any arguments? Because you worked in groups of 6. I mean, sort of designing by committee isn't always successful.
No. Well, I wanted... Emma and Dawn, just over there, wanted to cover it in one big sheet without cutting out any scales or anything. But me, Lisa and Sarah wouldn't work, we just wouldn't agree. So at last we had a sort of committee meeting and then everything went fine.
Well, it certainly did, because they've turned out really tremendously. And Keith is over there with a bit of footy.
Thank you, Maggie. Yes, we have got a bit of footy. I'm told they've got a superb football team here in Brighton. We've got some roadshow volunteers to show us their footballing skills this morning. You never know, you might see one of these chaps here playing for Brighton Hove Albion. Well, these are the future stars, but a present star is with us this morning. Good morning, Michael Robinson.
Thank you.
Hello, you've got an injury at the moment, haven't you?
That's right, I've got a bad knee and it's kept me out of action for maybe about 8 weeks now.
Has that been a problem for some time?
Yeah, I mean, it keeps reoccurring, but hopefully it's all cleared up now and should be back in a couple of weeks, hopefully.
Right.
Touch wood.
Well, a little thing I found out is that Brighton Hove Albion are playing against your previous team, Manchester, today. Did you predict a score a bit?
Yeah, I think the lads will win today. I predict a 2-0.
Is that a grudge?
No, 2-0. No, they'll not score against our lads. Our lads are playing very well at the moment, and I'd like to see Andy Ritchie nick a couple of goals for us.
Yeah, you never know, do you?
That's right.
Well, we've got some people down to show us their football skills this morning. You've been giving them a bit of advice right the way throughout the day. Is this good type of practice?
Yeah, anything with the ball, just getting natural with the ball. Even, you don't have to be juggling with it, but just keep your feet moving around balls, just so it becomes like second nature to have a ball around.
Right.
Or even a tin can.
Do you do this as part of practice with the team?
In our spare time, you know, before training starts, you know, in breaks of training, we keep messing around with the ball, just so it becomes natural.
Right. Well, I remember when I was a kid in Liverpool that there was limited space at home, and perhaps some people watching may not be able to get to a park. What sort of things do you advise them to do?
Well, if you've got a ball around the house, even if you walk into the kitchen, keep the ball at your feet while you go into the kitchen. Mum and Dad might not be too happy, they might be falling over it all the while, but you know, just keeping the ball at your feet, and so it just becomes, let's say, second nature to have a ball around by your feet.
Right. One thing footballers do suffer from, like yourself, is injuries. Does that mean life is getting tougher on the pitch nowadays?
I'd say so, Keith. I think because the rewards for soccer are so high that it becomes more demanding too, and everybody wants to win, you know, because, as I say, the rewards are so high, and so you tend to get a little bit of aggression creeping at the game these days.
Do you sit in before you go on the pitch and think, oh gosh, am I going to get an injury today or a broken leg?
No,
or do you still think about the game?
If you think about the game, you wouldn't go out, you'd be frightened to death of going out to play if you thought that.
Well, I still am, actually. Before we go, I must ask you, there's been rumours about possibly you going to, well, I support Liverpool, and there's rumours about you going to Everton. Is that true?
Oh, well, I've heard them. They're only rumours, I think, though, because I don't know if the club want to sell me or not, but last they didn't, anyway. And then I got injured, so I've not heard anything since.
All right, Michael, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And meanwhile, here's something different.
Our adamant look-alike competition. As you can see, it's open to both sexes. We've got young ladies there as well as young gentlemen doing their best to imitate adamant. And Rosie, thanks ever so much for doing all the makeup. It looks fantastic.
I loved doing it. It was really fun.
Well, obviously, you're used to doing unusual makeup. I can see that you've got sort of a clown face on at the moment. How did you find making up children?
They were very cooperative and great fun to do.
OK, now you're a performer as well as a makeup artist.
I am, yes.
What sort of work do you do?
I do clown magic acts for children.
Lovely. Right, well, now's the time. We have Duncan, our judge. Are you used to judging competitions like this, Duncan?
Well, I judged a beauty contest once, so it's a little different, but certainly got great entries here, haven't we?
Do you want to have a look
I think so. Which one do you think?
Are you an adamant fan? I mean...
Not a great one, I'm afraid to say, but I have met him on 2 occasions.
No, right, now, who do you reckon? Who have we got as a winner?
I think actually I like this little chap down here. He's looking over in the wrong way. Hello, what's your name?
Come over here. Do you know what you've just done?
You've just won.
You have won the competition.
Actually, I cheated. His name's Clinton.
Clinton?
Yes.
Oh, well done, Clinton. There's the
Come on
winner.
then, Clinton.
What do you think, Noel?
There we are.
Is that quite a good look-alike?
I think so.
As well, perfect. Oh, they've gone now.
He looks so sad about it.
He does. He's hardly the most delirious competition winner we've ever had.
Oh, he looks sweet. Now, you mustn't tease him. I think he's going to cry now, Noel. Don't cry.
Clinton, I've got something to show you here. Do you like my one? My little stripe went wrong, I think. I put it in the wrong place. Do you like it?
Can you see this?
Sweet.
I think I have to move it, actually.
Lovely. Thank you, Noel.
Thank you, Duncan Ant, as well. And it's Valentine time, which isn't the easiest thing to say. This is our cake, our beautiful Swap Shop Valentine cake, which will be going where? Well, it'll be going to whoever did this card. Do you recognise this? Richard Stilgo, our love correspondent, has chosen... I wish I hadn't said that now.
I wish you hadn't too.
It sounds awful, doesn't it? Has chosen this one. It's rather nice. And inside, watching Swap Shop together. And so it's Fiona Isaacs, who's aged 11, and she's in Garden Village, Wrexham in Clwyd. The only thing I want to know, Fiona, is what did they do between the little boy sitting that side and him appearing here? What naughtiness did they get up to make him... They probably just had a little kiss and then forgot which stools they were sitting on. There we go, winner of our Valentine cake. That'll be winging its way to Clwyd. And you're going to do a romantic little ditty now, aren't you?
Well, inspired by Fiona.
Yes.
Yeah, shall I do it now?
Yes,
this
please
very minute.
do.
Here it comes.
I'll leave you to it.
I have got an aching heart. What I need's a brand new start. Swap shop, please exchange the part. I want to swap it for love. Everybody in this line sending in their Valentine. Say, please take these things of mine. I want to swap it for love. Love is watching Swap Shop together, safe inside from rainy weather. Give your action man the shove. I want to swap it for love. Down in Brighton in the rain, once again hear Keith complain. The dolphins bit my leg again. I'd like to swap it for love. In the studios there's Noel. What is that he's eating whole? It's a BBC ham roll. I'd like to swap it for love. Love is watching Swap Shop together, safe inside from rainy weather. Give your action man the shove. Just swap it for love. At the net, John McEnroe says that point was good, you know. Umpire says if on you go, I'll make you swap it for love. Out to Checkers, Mrs. T, writing to the BBC, says, Dear Noel, I've got Sir Keith. I'd like to swap him for love. Love is watching Swap Shop together, safe inside from stormy weather. Now that you have won, Fiona, you're a Swap Shop goodie bag owner. As they say up there in Clwyd, Fiona, that's the way to do it. So give your action man the shove and swap it, don't stop it. Come on and swap it for love.
Thank you.
Right.
Come on over here.
Yes, sir.
I've nearly finished the roll.
Good, isn't it?
No.
A leading role is what you've always wanted.
Pick up the telephone. Oh, I mustn't talk with my mouth full. Wendy. Hello, Wendy.
Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
You're through to Stilgo.
Hello, Richard.
Hello, Wendy.
I'd like to ask you where your surname originates from.
Where the surname comes from?
Yeah.
Heavens, I don't know. It goes back a long time because it's quite easy. With an unusual name, it's quite easy to trace it back. There is a rumour that it means born in a field in Gaelic, but we try and squash that rumour as far as possible. The earliest one we know of is called John Stilligo, and he was murdered in 1356 by a man called William Atfield.
Right.
And our local butcher is called Atfield, so obviously the Atfields have gone on doing this since 1356. What's your surname, Wendy?
Mercer.
What?
Mercer.
Mercer?
Mercer.
Which means a cloth maker, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I think it does. I think a mercer was a cloth merchant or something.
Wouldn't know.
I think something like that.
Not something.
Nice to talk to you, Wendy. Bye-bye.
Right, thanks so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right, we've got Robert Ayres. There's another
Hello?
surname of interest.
Hello,
Robert, you're
Robert.
through to Richard Stilgo.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello,
Robert.
Richard. I'd like to ask you, were you any good at English and music at school?
Was I any good at English and music? I enjoyed them both a lot, yes. I wasn't particularly good at school in the sense of being good because I asked a lot of questions instead of keeping quiet and doing what I was told. Music was my best thing. English, I suppose, second. Actually, no, maths was what I liked doing most of all, I think. Sums. You don't have sums anymore. You have pocket calculators instead. But in my day, we added things up. What do you like best at school?
I like drama.
You like drama?
Yeah, and English.
Drama and English.
Yeah.
And is that what you want to do when you grow up?
Yeah, what drama?
Yeah.
No, well, I do, but not anymore. I want to be a salesman.
You want to be a salesman? You need
Yeah.
a lot of drama for being a good salesman.
Yeah.
What would you like to sell?
Cars.
Cars?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. A lot of invention you need for that. Yes. A lot of imagination. Yes, you've got to learn by heart. Wonderful squire, only one lady owner, never got a mark on it, only took it down to the shops. And that you say whenever you're selling a car which has got 323,000 miles on the clock. There.
Okay.
Free lesson in
thank you.
salesmanship. Bye-bye, Robert.
Bye. You've put him off now. Ruined a career. Daniel Mundy. Hello, Daniel.
Hello?
Hello,
You're
Daniel.
through to Richard Stilgo, born in a field.
Hello.
Richard?
Do you change your name every day?
Yes.
You do. Right. Sorry, Daniel. On you go. What's your question?
What is the most silly song you have ever heard sung?
What's the most silly song I've ever heard sung? I don't know what's the most silly. I think my favourite silly song is probably Sister Josephine, which is the Jake Thackeray one. I think that's my favourite one. Do you have a favourite silly song?
And,
Daniel, do you have a favourite one?
no, I can't say I have a lot of more.
You like them all?
Yeah.
What's the silliest? The silliest place I ever sang a silly song was on top of the M25.
on
I saw that.
on a
yeah.
motorway bridge. It was called Bridge Over Troubled Water. And it was...
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was, and we filmed it on the 20th of January last year, I think, and it was very cold. And I was in the middle of a roundabout up on top of a motorway bridge, and I could hear all the cars crashing as they went round the roundabout, and saw this idiot in a dinner jacket playing the piano up on top of the
How
bridge.
did they get the piano on the top? Because it wasn't connected to anything. that
12
bridge, was
BBC people
Really?
carried it up, yes.
Terrific. And then it was retuned?
Oh, no. No, the way I play, nobody can tell whether it's in tune anyway.
There you go. Thank you very much indeed for the call. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We go from Monday to Purden. Richard.
Yes?
Hello, what's your question?
Richard,
Yes, Richard.
when did you find that you could write song lyrics? Or
Any
did-
day now.
Or did it come naturally?
I've done it, I think, ever since I was about 15. When I had a terrible rock and roll group when I was 15, and I wrote a song for it, which I think the first one I ever wrote, which was called "Come Into My Arms." Basically, it's hard to write down, and since then it's been one long slide downwards, really.
Did anybody think it was terrible or brilliant?
Oh, everybody thought it was terrible. Everybody was pretty honest. They have been dreadfully honest ever since. I think it's always, I've always enjoyed making things rhyme and things, and it's nice that Jack still goes, probably watching this, who's only 4. He's already started rhyming things, and it's, I think you are born with an ear for it, in a way.
Okay.
And a hand's useful for writing them down as well, but you need the ear first.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Richard.
Bye-bye,
Very
Richard.
quickly before the 12 news, Sheldon Reed. Hello, Sheldon.
Good morning.
Hello, Sheldon.
Listen, I don't know if you recognise me, but I was in the audience on the Finders Keepers for Gower House School.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was the curly-headed one behind you.
You were the curly-headed one behind me?
Yes.
Right, that's probably why I don't recognise you if you were behind me. And also because I can't see you on the phone.
Stand
But anyway-
nearer to the phone.
Right, so you
Sheldon.
came to find us keepers. Did Gower House win?
Yes.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'd like to ask you,
Well,
you're a talented man, so why didn't you take up acting?
I can't act, really. I've tried it, and I wasn't very good at it. So I now do other things I'm not very good at instead. I think Noel's getting worried about the news, aren't you, Noel?
Well, yes. Do you want to hang on a little bit, Sheldon?
Hang on, Sheldon, while we have the news.
Just hang on the phone and we'll get the latest news bulletin. 12 o'clock and John Craven. Don't go away.
And the main story at 12, the dramatic rescue this morning of survivors from the Greek tanker Victory, which broke in two during storms in the Atlantic. 16 crew members were winched to safety by helicopter. Earlier reports had said 20 men had been saved. The survivors were plucked from the stern of the tanker. The front half of the ship has sunk. They've been clinging to the wreck for many hours. 15 other crew members are still missing. The rescue happened in the North Atlantic, more than 800 miles from Land's End. The operation was coordinated by Coast Guards at Falmouth, and I hope that the District Controller, Robbie Roberts, is on the phone to me now. Morning, Robbie. Hello?
Hello, John.
Oh, hello, Robbie. Thank you very much for calling us. What's the latest news? Is the search still going on for the missing men?
The search is still going on for any possible survivors that may be in any of the 17 life rafts which were dropped by the maritime aircraft yesterday afternoon and early this morning.
Uh-huh. And has there been any sign of anybody so far? Hello?
I'm sorry, I missed that. There's a bit of noise going on this side.
Right, I should think you're very busy. Has there been any sign of anybody so far? In the
I
life
still
rafts?
didn't get it. It's a very bad line,
Oh,
but
right.
I can give you a sit-rep.
Yes.
The 16 people that were picked up this morning are aboard the Dutch warship Van Speyk, where they're being given medical treatment and sustenance as required. 2 maritime aircraft and the Van Speyk's helicopter are locating and checking each life raft and sinking same after being checked so that we'll get no reports of inflatables floating about. There are still a number of merchant vessels on scene assisting in the operation.
Robbie, thank you very much indeed for bringing us up to date. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And finally, a warning about classroom discipline, or lack of it, from Education Minister Dr. Rhodes Boyson. He said that the cane must be used, if necessary, on pupils who cause trouble. Well, we'll be bringing you a report soon on Swap Shop about the cane, so write to me with your views about it. And don't forget the address. It's News Swap, BBC Television, London W12 8QT. Back to Noel.
Thank you very much, John. And we've got Sheldon still hanging on the line. Hello, Sheldon.
Yes, I wanted to ask Richard, why didn't you take up acting?
I did take up acting for a little while, and I wasn't very good at it, because all the practice I'd done was always in reviews, where you only have to be one character for 3 minutes and then be something else. So after 3 minutes of playing any part, I used to sort of want to start doing something else, really. Actually, during my acting career, nobody ever gave me a part that lasted longer than 3 minutes. I did try it, Sheldon, and I wasn't very good at it.
OK, thanks for the call. Thanks for hanging on.
Okay.
Sorry about the phone bill.
One more thing.
Oh, yes.
Why don't you have your own show? Like, not the 9 o'clock news or something?
Well, not the 9 o'clock news isn't anybody's show. It's a team of people. The last show I had was a team of people. Before that, I did have my own show. It was called Richard Stilgo. I was jolly lucky, actually. They were going to do a show called Richard Stilgo, and I happened to be the only person around with that name, so they let me do it.
Okay, thank you very much.
I think that last comment probably explains why he doesn't have his own show. Amanda Saunders. Amanda Saunders.
Hello?
Hello. What's your question?
Well, I remember Richard as Oddjob on Nationwide. He built his own house, and I'd like to know if it's finished yet.
It is, and in fact, we've just moved out of it. Because I know how long it's going to stand up for. No, we finished it about a year ago, and we've just moved to another house. Really, because if you're a mad do-it-yourselfer, you have to have a project, and I'd sort of finished that one, so we've moved to a big tumble-down house, which I'm now gradually putting back together. And no, I love all that sort of thing.
Do you have a favourite? I mean, plumbing, electricity? Or...
Plumbing's fun.
Plumbing's
a
great
lot of fun. You asked Mrs. Stilgo about my plumbing, because I replumbed all the central heating about 10 days before Christmas, and for those cold 10 days before Christmas, it was just leaking all over the place, and we had no heating at all in the house.
How are her swimming lessons coming along?
She's keen, but she's not had all her hair shaved off yet.
Thank you very much for the question.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And there's Katie. Hello, Katie.
Hello?
Hello,
Good
Katie.
afternoon, Katie. What can we do for you?
I'd like to ask Richard, where does he get all his ideas from?
Yes, I'd like to ask him that.
Where does he get all his ideas from?
Yes.
It's awful. You sort of rely on them arriving at the last minute. You sort of wait until you're really frightened that nothing's going to happen, and that fright sort of produces the ideas. Otherwise, I mean, most ideas come from walking around and talking to people. Comedy, all sorts of comedy, really comes from life, and you just walk around and look at things happening.
But you do like puns, don't you?
I do like messing about with words,
Yeah.
yes.
Because somebody once said the pun is the lowest form of wit, isn't it?
Jolly difficult.
Yes.
Yes.
And what are your hobbies?
What are my hobbies?
Yes.
Oh, do it yourself. Like I was talking to the last... Sorry, that's not an insult. Like I was talking to the last caller. Cutting up bits of wood, knocking down walls and things. Same hobbies as a Manchester United fan, basically. No, it's demolition and building things are my hobbies.
OK.
Thanks for your question.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'd stay away from football grounds for a while if I were you. Yasmin Gandour.
Hello?
Yasmin, hi.
Hi, Richard?
Hello, Yasmin.
I'd like to know, did you get any Valentine's cards this year?
I don't know. I had to leave home this morning because I live in the country. I had to leave home this morning before the post came, and so I don't know whether I got any. I hope I got one. It would be embarrassing to get more.
And did you write any Valentine's songs?
Did I write any Valentine's songs? You've just missed it. It's just been on the air.
Oh, dear.
You had to switch your telly off while you were ringing up, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see, yes, because they make you do that. I
Okay,
think.
thank you, bye.
Thank you, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Yasmin.
What a speedy person. Well, that's it.
That's the name of Kenny Ball's band, wasn't it?
That's it,
Kenny
really.
Ball and his Yasmin, they were called.
Yes, fine. Any little thought
Nearly
you want to leave us with? We've got about 45 seconds to kill before the jam. Anything you want to talk about?
No, not really, no.
Well,
Anything you want to talk about?
Not really.
Any worries you want to get off your chest at this point, no?
Well, I've got a few. I think I'll tell you about them while the jam.
While the jam's on.
A town like Malice.
Yes.
Richard, thanks for coming.
Nice to be here.
Here comes the jam.
Time is short and life is good.
jam and a town like Malice. It's just about no time. Although, let's find out how things are going in Brighton.
Yeah, they've gone very well this morning, and really is a big thank you to everybody, isn't it?
And a big thanks to Duncan and also to Clint for winning our competition. Yeah, a bit more cheerful about it now.
Yes, thanks to Rosie, thanks to Michael. Good luck to Brighton Hove Albion this afternoon. And it's a big goodbye from everyone, really, isn't it? That's the worst alarm clock I've ever had.
Must get fixed.
As I say, that is all from us. We'll leave you on a musical note with music from the Portslade Community Choir. See you next week.
Oh, I wanted a bit more of them saying goodbye to us. Very, very quickly. Yes, quite right. I think we put that down to someone pressing the wrong button upstairs, don't you? Right. Christine Wetherall, who's in Belfast, said you were talking about six-legged camels just before Christmas. I thought I'd send you this picture of when I went to the zoo. Can you see this? Can you see that? I think that's lovely. Look, there's a six-legged camel, complete with wellies. An absolute delight. Many thanks to Lulu for coming along, and many thanks to Richard Stilgo, particularly for judging our Valentine's Day competition. I must say, if you are doing nothing better tomorrow, give me a listen on Radio 1, because my special St Valentine's Day guest reading all your dedications will be Dame Edna Everidge. So I'm really looking forward to that. The Goddess of Love on Radio 1. Quite. Terry Scott will be with us on Swap Shop next week. Barry Took will be around with Points of View and some of your jokes and things. And also we've got Suzanne Dando, Olympic gymnast and Superstars competitor. Have yourself a fabulous weekend. Look after yourself next week. Join me tomorrow on Radio 1 or on Swap Shop next Saturday.